So here's how Nvidia plans to become a powerhouse in artificial intelligence. Of course, the rise of ChatGPT has brought artificial intelligence to the forefront on investors' minds, and Nvidia could be the tool that powers artificial intelligence companies worldwide, right? We don't know specifically which AI company, which AI service will be the one that dominates. But what we do know for now is that NVIDIA's chips are powering those artificial intelligence platforms. So in this video, I'm going to look at NVIDIA's management's question and answer session with analysts and where they lay out their plans on how they're going to capitalize on artificial intelligence to become a powerhouse in the industry. So let's get right into it. The first question here coming from Wells Fargo asking about how they think about monetization of the company's software. And in the past, they've noted that it could be a couple of 100 million or so for now. And the CFO of Nvidia answering, you are correct. We talked about our software revenues being in the hundreds of millions, and we're getting even stronger each day as Q4 was probably a record level in terms of our software levels. So already they're starting to see the benefits of launching these software services. So by using, and here the CEO Jensen Huang of NVIDIA jumps in to say, by using NVIDIA artificial intelligence, your entire machine learning operations is more efficient and it's more cost effective. It's not deployed in enterprises broadly yet, but we believe that by hosting everything in the cloud, from the infrastructure through the operating system software, all the way through pre-trained models, we can accelerate the adoption of generative artificial intelligence in enterprises, which is true. Which is true. If NVIDIA can offer this service to enterprises, it will make the adoption much more easier. Think about it. If instead of needing to pay for all of these NVIDIA chips up front, let's say, you got to spend $1 million or $10 million up front to bring this capability in house, or you can just pay NVIDIA to rent its infrastructure through the cloud. So you can pay NVIDIA based on whatever you need and whatever you're going to use instead of needing to bring that entire thing on board. It's kind of like outsourcing versus insourcing, right? It's much more expensive if you want to build your own manufacturing facility to make whatever product that you're making. It's less expensive in terms of capital cost to outsource that and say, hey, we want 10,000 units of this widget or whatever it might be. And that way you could pay for those specific 10,000 units instead of having to build out the entire manufacturing facility. So even though it might be more expensive if you're thinking at it from a cost per unit perspective, it's less capital intensive. You don't have to put up as much cash up front in order to develop that capability. And that's a huge constraint for businesses worldwide is that capital, is that upfront cash that they need to put up. That's a big constraint. It's not easy for a small business to come up with this much cash to develop this capability. But if Nvidia can offer them the service and on an as you need or as you go basis, that makes it more accessible. That makes it more accessible, which means more and more businesses are going to use this product, which is good news for Nvidia. And this is partly how it plans to capitalize on the rise of artificial intelligence. So Bank of America is asking Vivek Arya, the computing intensity for generative AI, if it is very high, does it limit the market size to just a handful of hyperscalers? And to the other extreme, if the market gets very large, doesn't that attract more competition for Nvidia? So, a really good question from Vivek Arya of Bank of America. And so the CEO answering the question saying, we've made large language model processing a million times faster. A million times faster. What would have taken a couple of months in the beginning now happens in about 10 days. So that speed of processing has been a major expansion of the market, right? If they can be faster, that means it's accessible to more enterprises. The total market size of the people that can find it useful grows, right? And that's kind of what ChatGPT has done by launching its consumer facing product. The AI large language model has now broadened the access to now you and I can benefit from the artificial intelligence infused large language model by going to it and asking it questions, asking for meal plans, asking for movie suggestions, maybe searching for things that it provides a better search on. And so, it, by making it more accessible to people like you and me, they've broadened the market. They've already reached 100 million users, according to some sources, and that will likely expand from there, right? If they can train models in different languages, not just in English. So, broadening the market is a big question mark, and it's a big opportunity here. So by putting NVIDIA's DGX supercomputers into the cloud with DGX Cloud, we're going to democratize the access of this infrastructure, and with accelerated training capabilities, really make this technology and capability quite accessible. So that's how NVIDIA plans to broaden its market size. Instead of going to enterprises and saying, hey, look, if you want to develop and use artificial intelligence and large language models, you're going to have to buy the entire infrastructure from us. They're saying instead, you know what? You don't have to buy the entire infrastructure from us. You can rent it from us. You can rent it from us for the day, for the week, for the month, for the hour, whatever you might need. We're making it available to you in smaller bites. That way you can digest it and you don't need to wait until your company is large enough or you have a need that's large enough that justifies the large expense in building out and buying the entire infrastructure that you're going to need. So in that way, Nvidia is broadening the market and aiming to use artificial intelligence to really become a powerhouse in that industry. So, and I'll end with this final point here. The other thing to remember is that the number of companies in the world that have their own proprietary data, that's huge. The most valuable data in the world is proprietary. That means private, right? That's the most valuable data is the private data that companies have. Our strategy and our goal is to put the infrastructure in the cloud so that we can make this capability available to every enterprise, every company in the world who would like to create proprietary data and proprietary models. So that's why it's important for NVIDIA to make this available in the cloud so that companies can then use their own proprietary data, upload it to the cloud, and use it to gain inferences, to gain insights from their own data, right? So companies, you don't have to be the size of Walmart to develop the infrastructure to capitalize on your data. You could be a smaller company, take your data, put it into these systems, and gain insights, gain inferences, and learn from it and use it to optimize your business, to manage your inventory orders. I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now. You can use it to optimize your inventory, to buy your purchasing patterns, to decide what kind of and what level of discounts to offer your customers, and many, many other ways you can use your own data, put it into a system, build a model, and then use it to opt to enhance your business. So really, really exciting stuff here. Really the cutting edge of technology, and Nvidia is on the forefront with its graphic processing units in the servers and making it, um, offering it to customers on a as you need basis. So making it more accessible, and that means that Nvidia can play a larger role in the artificial intelligence industry. All right, so that's all I've got for this video. I hope that has provided insights into how NVIDIA is planning on becoming a powerhouse in artificial intelligence. As always, I truly appreciate your viewership. And if you like this video, I'm going to link to a couple more videos at the end of this one that I think you will enjoy. So please click on one of those, and I'll see you over there.